Hello, Greeley. Here is your agenda overview for the June 16, 2026 Greeley City Council meeting. There are only two items on the regular agenda. The first being the city attorney presenting their office's budget proposal to address the budget cuts, and then also some appointments to boards and commissions. However, there are some interesting items on the consent agenda, some of which I hope may be pulled to further discuss. I think some of the biggest items to note is that the firefighters union and the city have come to an agreement on contract, and so that will be presented. It ultimately equates to a 4% wage increase over the next 2 years, improved sick leave, vacation accrual, and injury leave benefits, as well as line of duty death benefits. It's going to cost the city about $3.8 million across the next 2 years. While I absolutely believe that fire department deserves that, I am a little curious how that will happen as we're simultaneously working on cuts. So I'm not sure what will have to be cut in order for that agreement to be honored. Also, the city is entering into an intergovernmental agreement with Weld County, Johnstown, and Windsor over the County Road 17 and Highway 34 interchange. That means everyone is throwing in some money for what's called the 1601 process with CDOT, which is essentially where they have to submit a proposal to get approved. The county also has committed within that IGA to giving $10 million towards the construction of the interchange. However, that $10 million was actually initially supposed to go to merge, and the county is saying they won't pay any more money as that money is getting diverted over to the County Road 17 interchange. I don't know if that changes the report that we got at the last meeting that merge was fully funded. So I have to check into that. I am waiting to hear back from one of the council members. Within the city attorney's office, as I had discussed, they are making their own cuts. It looks like two different positions, any outside counsel consultation. The city will now have to make sure to use our internal resources. They're cutting out-of-state travel, trainings, and leadership coaching. I thought it was interesting that that was named specifically, as I've heard that's something that our former city manager was really big in and probably spent a great deal of money on. I haven't been able to find the exact amount yet, but on that leadership coaching. July 7th, we'll be addressing the culture, parks, and recreation cuts, communication and engagement, and government affairs. July 14th, it'll be human resources, IT, city clerk, public works, and water and sewer on the chopping block. And then July 28th will be the capital improvement program. Also, as recommended last city council meeting, this is some good news. The city will be voting. This is actually just the first reading. The second reading and public hearing will be July 7th, but to distribute that private activity bond money that we receive from the state to those three different projects to support affordable housing through a mixture of rehab and new construction, which is really exciting. They're also receiving almost $8 million from the state in new private activity bonds that they will be able to use in the future. Hope to see some of you at the meeting. Please let me know if you have questions.